Good morning. Today is November the 11th. Sun's Day. God's Son's Day. 11th of November. We got a waxing crescent. Waxing crescent. The C. Crescent of Re, Ra. 11:11. Originally, today would be 9/11. Novem is 9 in Latin. Just as October is 8, September is 7, 7, 8, 9, decim 10, Satan, the Satan of the death of the year, the death of the sun at the Tropic of Capricorn, of the corpse, orit world, the dead sun. This is the time of the dead sun. This is the time of the reaper of the harvest. When the sun goes down on the ecliptic. Here would be Libra at the autumn equinox, and then this is where the day and night are equal at the equator of all equations. Equinox, equal day and night. Evening, eve, Adam and Eve, odd and even, dawn and evening. The genetics, Genesis. So we're now on November 11th. The sun would be right about here, I would say. About to go from Scorpio of October and November into what? The Sag of Taurus, Sagittarius. The Sag. The sun is in his ascendant here and in his descendant here. His depression. His deep depression. Where he dies on December the 21st solstice. Sun stands still for 3 days in his tomb. God's Son. Yes, God's Son. Which leads us right into... And then he's reborn, resurrected, and arises to Aries. 3 o'clock, where God puts Adam in the Garden of Eden. Eating. 18. 3, 6, 9. 3 plus 6 was 9. 18. This is the 18 of the V of Eve. Bellow of the evening. Adam's put here at Arise, at Aries, the cerebrum, east, in the east of Eden. Leads us right into, back to where we were, talking about the symbol of the serpent, which is going to lead us into the symbol of the circle. I'm going to do 2 parts today on this 9/11, 11/11. Remember this? I'm showing you this again because that's Christ depicted on this coin, medieval coin, as a serpent on a tree. Sound familiar? The serpent not with a capital S in the book of Genesis. Genesis, 7 letters, genes of Isis, the mother goddess. Right? The serpent all of a sudden appears, and we're told he's subtle. He's the most subtle of all of God's creatures. And he slithers on the soul, right? Kundalini, Christ, Krishna. Not with a capital S in Genesis. And in the dictionary it says that in order for serpent to be Satan, it's got to be a capital S on the serpent. Serpent's not capital, it's lowercase in the Genesis of Isis. Christ the serpent. So we're going to continue where we left off, because all of this serpent symbolism is connected to the circle. Right here, the circle of the serpent. This is called the great circle of the year, the sun, the path of the sun on the ecliptic. Going through these 4 of the cross of Aries, spring, Cancer, summer, summit. Oh, we're upside down, sorry. Aries, spring, Cancer, summit, summer, autumn, fall, at 9, Libra and Aries, the equinoxes, libraries, Alpha, Beta, Alpha, Omega, the books. And And then winter inter, the burial of the sun at Capricorn, the death of December, say 10th month. This is where Genesis is. Every story begins at 6 and it ends at 6. Which is why 6 has a 0 in it, because it's 0 point before everything starts spinning around of the spiral spiritual ritual. We're dealing with esoteric science in this so-called Holy Bible. We're dealing with occult science, hidden science. Let's go to the definitions of esoteric and occult. Esoteric, esse, essence, es, the serpent, establish. So esoteric, ESO, Eskimo, esophagus, the food canal of an animal from mouth to stomach, the gullet. Esoteric adjective, understood by or intended for only a select few, secret, mysterious. Secret or secrete or sacred, credit, credo, belief. And then adverb, it has erotic, esoteric erotic, and with a little square next to it. Not sure what that's about, really, honestly. Essence, the quintessence would be the ether, which is over here, and they do not tell you it's the quintessence in this dictionary deaf phonician. They just tell you, here we have estrus, estuary, estrus where we get estrogen, ester, star, estimate, ether, ethanol, ethyl alcohol, ethane, a colorless combustible gas. Why does gas begin with Ga? Gaia, that's why. Ethic, Ethiopian, pertaining to Ethiopia, a native of Ethiopia. To erroneous, a Negro. Ethnic, ethno. Ethereal is the adjective of ether, airy, light, intangible. To heavenly, adjective. Adjective of Jacob. Ether, 1. Noun, a compound of sulfuric acid and alcohol used as a solvent and anesthetic. Anesthesia, Anastasia, Anastasia would be Anastasia would be recovery of, Anastasia would be recovery of memory, right? Like anamnesis. No, Anastasia's resurrection. Anastasia's resurrection and anamnesis is remembrance. So the second definition of ether, 2 words, the sky, or the firmament, or the fifth essence, the quintessence. And then we're going to look up occult now. Esoteric, we just learned, is for the few. Eso, the word forming element, eso, which is not here because they don't have the etymology of esoteric, is inner. Esoteric means inner. Eso means inner. As opposed to exoteric, ex out, exit. External. Esoteric. Terra is earth in Greek. Terra, terror. Torah, bull, Taurus. Understood by or intended for only a secret few, secret, mysterious. That's esoteric, secret, mysterious, which is really what we're dealing with here, with this serpent in this garden, created by this God who has a thing for 7, creating everything in 6 days and resting on the 7th. And let's go to occult now, which is tied in with all ocular, which means the eyes. O'clock is on the clock. Hours, since noon or midnight. Oct, 8. Octagon, a polygon with 8 sides and 8 angles. Octal, pertaining to a number system on the base 8. Oedipus complex. Occult, oculist, optician, optometrist. Ocular is pertaining to the eye, perceived by the eye. Visual, the eyepiece of an optical instrument. Oculist is one dealing with the eyes. So occultist is right here. Or occult, I'm sorry. which is right above occupancy, occupant, occupy. Occult, O-C-C-U-L-T. Right under occlude, which is shut in or out, also close as pores. Absorb. Occlude. Not exclude, occlude. Occult, beyond ordinary understanding. 1. 2. Secret, known only to the initiated. 3. Dealing with the supernatural or magical. The occult sciences, which is what I've referred to over and over again. This is what this science of the ecliptic is. The esoteric occult science of old, which is what all the scripture is based on. Something, which the people going into the churches, the circuses will never know on this sun's day. Noun, something occult or supernatural. It doesn't say evil once, because it doesn't mean evil. It means hidden. We're going to continue on with part 2 in just a moment. Hare Krishna.